Hello everyone, I'm Tristan. You know that, so let's get started. We are going to look at 5 more words that students and learners often use incorrectly in English. So let's get to number 1. Number 1, the word is insist. Now, insist means to demand that something will happen, to not take no for an answer. It does not mean think. Often in my IELTS class, students will use insist incorrectly in an essay. They will say something like this: I insist that university is not the best option for all young people. This doesn't really make sense, because if you insist it's not the best option, you are saying I will not take no for an answer. Better would be I believe or I think that university is not the best option for students. So let's look at a couple examples of where we can use insist correctly. So imagine I go out for dinner with my dad, and we eat our dinner and the bill comes to the table. And my dad says, I'll pay for it. And I say, no, Dad, I'll pay for it. And he says, Tris, I'll pay for it. I say, Dad, I insist. And my dad says, no, I insist. And I say, okay, you can pay for it. So he is insisting that he pays for it. He will not allow me to stop him. So that is how you use insist. It doesn't mean think. Number 2, the word care. When you use care as a verb, it must have a preposition. So let's look at this father. This father is looking at his son, and he says, I care you. Oh, that's so sweet. But the English is wrong. It doesn't mean anything. He could say 2 things. He could say, I take care of you. And if you take care of someone, you feed them, you give them housing, you make sure they are safe. For example, I take care of my dog, but I don't take care of my wife. She can take care of herself. She's very strong. Or the father could say to the son, I care about you. Oh, that's so sweet. That means I love you. I worry about you. However, if you say I care you, it doesn't mean anything. All right, let's go to the 3rd mistake here. This one is the word image. Don't get confused between image and imagine. Okay, so image is a picture. Image can be a picture or a photograph, or a picture or photograph in your head. So I've never been to Bangkok, but I have an image of Bangkok. I have a picture of Bangkok. But if I say I image Bangkok is beautiful, that is incorrect. Here, I should say I imagine Bangkok is beautiful. So imagine is the verb, which is just sort of think about. Image is a noun, and it's a picture in your head or in real life. All right, I was talking to my student today, a very nice guy from Brazil, and he said 10 years ago, somebody robbed his phone. Now, this is what it would mean if somebody robbed his phone. Let's look at the picture here. Okay, so the mistake is he should have said somebody robbed me. And if somebody robs you, they take something from you by force. So he could say, this person robbed me, or this person stole my phone. But they didn't rob his phone. That's the mistake. And the last word we're going to look up is the word bring up. Now, I was talking to another student, and he said he was hot, so he brought up his shirt. Now, better would be lift up, to lift up your shirt, or to lift up this cup of coffee. I don't bring up this cup of coffee, I lift it up. If I bring something up, it can have 2 meanings. It can be to introduce a topic in conversation. So when I was talking to my friend, I brought up my shirt. I started talking about my shirt. When I was talking to my friend, I lifted up my shirt. I don't know why. Maybe he wanted to see my massive belly button. The only way you might use bring up is if you are going upstairs. Upstairs. So you are upstairs, your friend is downstairs, and you might say, hey, can you bring up my jacket? And they go up the stairs. But if you're talking about a cup, you lift it up. If you're talking about your shirt, you lift it up. If you're talking about a box, you lift it up. You don't usually say bring up. All right, I hope that made some things clear. Please share, subscribe, comment, hate, put an angry face at the bottom. I don't care. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.